Hi, my name's Gabriela Gyurkovics, and I read the book Inspire by Marty Kagan, How to Create Tech Products That Customers Love. So the first main thing that I found was very interesting about the book is the emphasis that Kagan places on researching in an effort to fully understand your customer. Now, Kagan says that this is very important because without fully understanding your customer and their needs and their wants, you're not going to create the optimal product for that customer. And even if they do buy your product, there might still be hindrances that they don't like about your product, which is not optimizing your time and your cost in this product story. Now, an example of a company that didn't place this emphasis on research and understanding their customer was BlackBerry. So when the new iPhone came out, BlackBerry attempted to make a phone intended as the main competitor of the iPhone. However, BlackBerry didn't do the necessary research to understand their customers, and they thought that customers valued the physical keyboard and the circular joystick button more than they valued the touchscreen and the new tech, the excitement that the iPhone brought. So BlackBerry released their competitor phone with this keyboard and that joystick button, and of course nobody bought the phone because they were much more excited about Apple and the new technology. Ultimately, BlackBerry went out of business and went bankrupt. And this is a really good example of why it's essential for product managers to understand their customer and do the necessary research behind that to understand this customer. Now, the second thing that I felt was very interesting that Kagan places a big emphasis on is the need to iterate, reiterate, and then reiterate again. So Kagan says that multiple iterations across the product story is absolutely essential for similar reasons to why understanding your customer's needs are essential. So if you are constantly reiterating your product, you're constantly keeping up with new trends, new customer wants, new discoveries, and therefore, again, you're optimizing your time and your efficiency to create the best product in the shortest possible timeline. Now, a company that did not take this valuable advice from Kagan was Apple. So in September 2024, they released the iPhone 16. They added a new piece of hardware, a button on the side. The button is intended for the AI capability, but the AI capability was still in beta testing before Apple released the phone. So the iPhone ended up being resoundingly a flop because customers weren't interested in the new piece of hardware, they were interested in the AI capability. So what Apple could have done is reiterate their product and do this continual customer data research to understand that people don't care about the button, they care about the AI, and it's more worth Apple's time and money to release the phone later when the AI is fully developed, instead of releasing it now and then adding on the AI capability later. Now, Kagan explains that all these two concepts of research and reiterating are absolutely essential, but they would be nowhere without the foundation of teamwork and communication across the major players in the product management team. Now, that includes the software designer, the product manager, and the software developer. So this is absolutely essential according to Kagan because without this communication, again, we're leading to decreased cohesion within the team. We're leading to redundancies across departments, which leads to less cost and less time efficiency overall across the product story. Now, I have personal experience with product management. So I was the product manager for at an ed tech startup called Untapped Learning. We were developing a curriculum that was made to deliver through an app. And so we did exactly what Kagan advised of the main three people on the team sat right by each other. We had weekly stand-up meetings. We communicated across the team our needs, our wants, our hopes, and our optimism. And this led to success in the product. We were able to finish the product and deliver it to a school abroad. Now, this experience and all of Kagan's points show to why this book is absolutely essential for all young entrepreneurs starting in the optimization and the product management space. All right, so my favorite brand that I chose for this project is the National Hockey League, known as the NHL. So I am an avid hockey fan, but what I have noticed in the United States is that not many people are as big of hockey fans as I am. Now, this could just be because I am from the Northeast, but I like to think that it's because the NHL could do a lot more with the products that they offer. So the first thing the NHL could do is improve outreach in regions where hockey's not super popular. So I'm thinking the Southwest, the Southeast, like Texas, maybe Arizona, and especially target low-income populations because hockey is a very expensive sport. I mean, the pads, the skates, the bag, it costs thousands of dollars, not to mention ice time and coaches. So what the NHL could do instead is to target low-income populations in these areas where hockey is not that popular and develop outreach programs. Maybe get kids into an after-school hockey program, do something at a community center to educate them about hockey, get them interested in just watching hockey. So that's one thing the NHL could do. The second thing the NHL could do is to encourage player individuality. Now, what we see in the NFL, the National Football League, is incredible player individuality. One example, Colin Kaepernick. He made a very individualistic political stance at one of the NFL games, and that led to increased viewership because people felt one way or the other about the political stance he made and were interested in watching the games that he was playing in. So that increased the viewership of the NFL. Why can't the NHL do the same thing? Why can't, say Connor McDavid take on another political stance that he cares a lot about, or maybe a social issue that he cares a lot about? Really anything to increase his individuality and get more people interested in the sport. Now, the last thing that the NHL could do to do more with the product that they offer, which is hockey, is they could improve viewing accessibility, specifically by optimizing the play schedule. So most hockey games are offered on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and they all start at the same time, which is very inconvenient for a hockey fan like me. I don't only want to watch my favorite teams at those times, on those days. I want to watch all the teams. I want to get a perspective across the NHL of the hockey players in the game itself. Now, I think this strategy, which is what the NFL also and the NBA employs, could really help the NHL increase its audience and increase its viewership, therefore doing more with the products it offers. So in addition to doing more with the products that the NHL already offers, the NHL could also offer more compelling products by having partnerships with popular influencers who are normally not the people who run in the hockey or even sports circles. So for example, what the NHL could do is have the best hockey player in the league right now, Connor McDavid, partner with someone very influential like Kim Kardashian. So we know that Kim Kardashian is a very popular influencer in the United States. We also know that she is very passionate about wrongful convictions and overturning wrongful convictions. So what the NHL could do is have Connor McDavid partner with Kim Kardashian to get someone who is wrongfully convicted on maybe even a hockey-related crime, if that exists, someone wrongfully convicted released. This would increase viewership of not only Connor McDavid as an individual, but also of the NHL overall. Say we have someone who's very interested in the Kardashians, but really not that interested in hockey, but they see Kim Kardashian and Connor McDavid becoming great friends. So they think, oh, hey, maybe I'll watch an Oilers game with Connor McDavid. So they watch the Oilers game, they think, oh wow, hockey's actually very interesting. I really enjoy watching this sport. So they then get more into the NHL, and now because the NHL's playing times are staggered, it's much easier for this person to sports bet, and that increases money for the league as well. They tell their friends about hockey, their friends start watching hockey, and next thing we know, hockey might be at the levels of American football, at levels of popularity in the US, simply because the NHL tried to bring in a new audience by partnering with someone who doesn't usually represent the people that normally watch hockey. So in this way, the NHL could really, really improve not only their viewership, but their profitability overall, and do good for the country by getting people all over the country interested in, my opinion, one of the best sports out there. So I think the NHL should really take my advice and do more with the products they love, and start offering some more compelling products. Thank you very much for listening to this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.